Hi guys, I'm Myrus.
And I'm Summer, and welcome to Lockdown Lounge,
where we're going to show you how to make our favorite happy hour cocktails from home. Hey, Summer.
Hi, Mai.
How are you today?
I'm really good. Today is my 5-year dating anniversary with my husband.
Ooh, yes, bumping uglies for 5 years. Go ahead.
So it's funny you say that, right? Because my sister-in-law, Sarah, watches the videos and she comments. Thanks, Sarah. And the last one, she's like, I'm getting tired of always hearing about how you bumping uglies with my little brother. So
Team Summercell!
And there you go. That was for you. Just because you called me out, I had to put that out there. Sorry for the rest of my family.
And on that note, what are we doing today, Summer? We are doing vodka. Not as bad as gin for me, but
she's still not happy about it.
No, but that's cool. We're going to get through this, y'all. And with that being said, let's go into a little bit of history. Vodka originated in Poland and Russia. It's not really clear who really invented vodka. There's a lot of debate on it. So the who, where, when, and when is up for grabs. But what we do know is vodka is mostly made from water and ethanol. And you could tell because like it's super strong with ethanol. Like it'll put some hair on your chest. The right vodka,
light it on fire.
Yes, with the right proof, you can light it up. It's usually distilled from things like potatoes, fermented cereal grain, plants, fruits, etc. The unique thing about vodka is that it has a very subtle taste, more subtle than most liquors, which is why you can find it in a variety of different cocktails. And with that being said, I'm going to kick it over to Summer. What'd you make this week, Summer?
Well, in honor of my anniversary, one of my husband's favorite movies is The Big Lebowski. And since...
Is that the reason for your robe?
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Ah!
You see my little dude right here?
It all makes sense. It
makes sense, right? So we doing this for a reason. And I have to make up for that bumping uglies comment because he's still giving me the side eye. Anyway, so vodka, generally in the movie, the dude makes his White Russians, which is what I'm making, White Russian. He makes it with Smirnoff or a Russian vodka. I am using Chopin because it is a potato vodka. It's very crisp and clean tasting. It doesn't have that like in the back of your throat, really spicy feeling. It's really good, and it was very affordable. So I got Chopin.
And of course, I love his music. Just kidding, guys. If you're an orchestra nut like me, you'll understand that joke.
Yeah,
that's an uncle joke. Go ahead.
We'll get back to those uncle jokes.
Get back to that.
We have Kahlua, which is very, very important in White Russian. And the dude uses half and half, but I don't have half and half. I have heavy cream because we make homemade whipped cream in my household. So that's what I'm going to use. And in the movie, the dude does not use jiggers. So I'm going to practice some pre-pouring. We're going to do about 1.5 ounces.
Hey, I love a good free pour
of vodka. And then we're going to do it's supposed to be like a 2-to-1 ratio, but Kahlua is very sweet. And as Myrus can tell you,
she don't like sweet.
Thank you, Myrus. So I'm going to do 1/2 ounce instead of a full ounce. And then for the cream, you're going to do about 1/2 ounce. Most recipes will call for a full ounce, but that's a lot of lactose.
Yeah.
You can use heavy cream, half and half, or milk. And if you're lactose intolerant, some people use a non-dairy creamer. But anyway, I didn't shake too hard because I don't want it to froth up too much. And then I'm just going to.
Yes.
In my glass. Ooh. Myrus is usually the one that's dropping ice. But I dropped it today. So there you go. Super easy, super tasty, and beautiful. The dude abides. Nice. Back to you, Myrus.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it all. All right, guys. if you grew up in the 80s and 90s like I did, you might have been a Sex and the City fan. And to all my little Carries, Mirandas, Charlottes, and Samanthas.
You are such a Samantha.
I am a Samantha. Yes. I'm going to make us a Cosmo. Holla. All right, so here we go, guys. I'm about to get myself down in my Babish form. Now, we can't go one episode without saying it. Okay. Anyway, so the vodka I chose is Stoli, guys. Stoli is a very underrated vodka. It is high quality, but it is one of the things that are like under the radar. If you don't know about Stoli, like it's like what's the if you don't get it, you just don't get it. What commercial was that?
I don't know.
I forget. I think it's like an insurance commercial. But basically, if you don't get it, you don't get it. Like you have to be like, you gotta know somebody that knows somebody to know about Stoli. Stoli is the ish. And I tell you, I went to my local liquor store and they were selling this for $13. That's a steal. So I'm gonna use that today. I'm also gonna use in substitute of triple sec or Cointreau that usually goes into a Cosmo. I'm going to use the Saint Germaine from last week because I still got a little more, and I love elderflower. It goes good in anything. I'm going to do a little bit of cranberry juice and a little bit of lime juice, guys, and we're going to get that started. So without further ado, I'm going to grab my tin, my shaker tin, and pour my ice in here, and hopefully I don't spill this week. Oh, here we go. And no spill this week. Awesome. So then I'm going to take my vodka, and I'm gonna do about 1.5 ounces. For me, it's like 1.5 cups. So just take my little ounce, one, and then 1/2 ounce. Oh, actually that's a 2 ounce pour, and I spilled. So no matter what it is, guys, I'm gonna spill something, always. All right, so this is a little heavier of a pour than I usually do for vodka specifically, but we're gonna roll with it. So then I'm just gonna do 1/2 ounce of Saint Germaine, 1/2 cap full. And there we go with that. I'm gonna do about a squeeze of lime, squeeze or two, depending on how sour you like it. How, you know, if you want that, then you'll add a couple of squeezes. You know that the little pucker. The pucker. If you want the pucker, you add more lime, and then you add about 1 ounce of cran. Alrighty, all that's mixed in. You put your top on. And you know what time it is. You shake. Shake, 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 shake. All right. And then we grab our martini glass and we pour. And it comes out a
really pretty,
beautiful pink color. Love that color. And then we just take a lemon and we make a peel real quick for our twist.
Guys, cut away from yourself. Don't cut towards yourself like Myrus did. You're going to cut yourself.
I didn't cut myself, but we'll agree to disagree on that. So then we just come around our rim a little bit and twist it up and get those nice little spurts and drop it in. And there you have it. A beautiful Cosmopolitan. All righty. And as always, cheers, Summer.
Cheers.
Let's try these out. Ooh, I really like it with the Saint Germaine.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, that's a different twist on a Cosmo. I like it.
So what I do for Cosmo sometimes, instead of the triple sec or Saint Germaine, I put the Domaine and make a ginger Cosmo.
That's another great cocktail, guys. A ginger Cosmo is banging.
Yeah.
And don't they use sometimes white cranberry instead of like regular cranberry?
Yep. Or you can use grapefruit.
Or you can use grapefruit if that's your thing.
Y'all can do so much, create your own. Do it to your own taste.
Do it the way you like. Do it till you're satisfied.
Another uncle joke. It seems to be a theme of Myrus making uncle jokes, which is a nice segue into what we're talking about today, which is
uncle jokes that people make in restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
You think you funny just because we give you a little pity laugh, but you actually are telling an uncle joke. And if you don't know what an uncle joke is, you can refer to my man, Beast Boy and Cyborg, and they will tell you, them uncle jokes, they just ain't funny.
Aw, don't feel bad, Star. Robin's not funny either.
Hey, I'm funny. Dude, no, you're not.
You tell uncle jokes.
Robin has never told a joke about his uncle.
Uncle jokes aren't about uncles. They're just lame jokes that someone like an uncle would tell.
And they're never, ever funny.
You can tell I have kids. All right, so first uncle joke. When you ate your whole plate and we come over and ask you, how was everything? And you say, I hated it. It wasn't good. Da, da, da. Don't you hate that one, Summer?
I do, and I always make a stupid uncle joke back where I'm like, oh, you hated it? Oh, you want to see the chef? You need to see the manager immediately. You want a refund? This can't stand. And they're like,
I do it like, I can tell. You just picked at it. You just picked at it a little bit. Like, It's an uncle joke.
Yep.
We hear it 1,000 times a day, but we still give you the pity of giving you an uncle joke back.
Because we don't want to be like awkward, just standing there like,
It's like, So you want the check or you want dessert?
Exactly.
All right, next uncle joke. When we ask you, can we get you anything else? And you say,
$1 million.
You know it.
I know it. So the funny part about it is I actually had a table when I went back to the, after like I gave them their entrees, I went back to check everything came out all right. I was like, you need anything else? And they're like, yeah, $20. I was like, you know what? Me too. Keep that in mind at the end when I give you the check. Right, you know that line that says gratuity? Go ahead and put that in there. So,
did they leave you $20?
I think they actually tipped pretty well, like 20%, if I remember correctly. I
wish everybody was like that when we said that kind of stuff. Yeah. They laugh it off and then they leave you $5 sometimes, you know? All right, moving to our next uncle joke. When the server drops the bill and the table goes, oh, we don't want that. Boy, you paying.
Somebody paying. I don't care if it's you. I don't care if it's your girl. I don't care if it's your son. Somebody coming out of their pocket for this check.
We don't find dining and dashing funny.
That brings me to a story. So I actually had like a group of, it was either 4 or 5 men, not young guys. One was like in his 40s, 50s, and then 20s, 30s were the others. And they were like living it up. They had Grand Marnier shots, they had Patron shots, they had fillets, crab cakes. Their check was like $400. Came time to pay. Everybody puts down a prepaid card, a prepaid like debit card or whatever, gift card. And every single one of those joints that I swiped declined. So then they're like, oh, try this one, try this one, try this one. So finally a manager has to get involved, and he's standing at a POS station and he's trying to swipe these cards. And one of the guys goes up to him with his wallet open and he's like giving him cards. He's like, oh, just try this one. Now, while he's distracting the manager, other 4 or 5 guys,
they sneak
out. So finally, when the last card declined, he was like, oh, my bad. And he walks out.
See, that for me, you're a scoundrel if you do that kind of stuff, guys. Like,
well, luckily in Maryland, like it's illegal to make your server or bartender pay for dining dashers. But like in some places, we would have been responsible for that check, and that's just not like, cool. Like, why am I coming to work? Why am I paying to come to work because you decided to do some shady stuff?
And the thing about it is, you did pay for it a little bit, because what a lot of people don't know is that servers and bartenders, they have to tip out somebody. Not always the bartender, but you're tipping out somebody. So when someone doesn't tip, we still have to tip out on your check. That's a $400 check. So tipping out a portion of that comes out of some other tips that we've earned. So you're definitely stealing from us and the restaurant. Like, it's just, you're despicable. You are on, what I say, you are on, was it Snaggletooth? You're despicable, basically. You're a scallywag. It's terrible, and I want to hit you in the face every time you do it. So don't do it, because I'm the kind of person that shakes you down and like punch you. Sorry. All right, next Uncle Joe. Do you come with that special?
Oh my gosh, that is like the great uncle.
if that ain't an uncle joke, like, hey, little mama, how you do?
Are you on the menu?
Are you on the menu? Can I get some fries?
So something about that too. I was standing at service bar, meaning I was on the outside of the bar, and I had a regular who walked by me. And when I say this regular, he was like silver haired, at least in his 70s, like older guy, right? And then all of a sudden I just feel a breath. I just feel air on my ear. And I'm like, what? And all I hear is, don't you know I want you, girl? You on the menu?
He might as well have said, girl, you know I want you.
It was, when I say I was so like,
Girl, he wanted a nice young PYT. Nice young.
He ain't getting it here. Okay? He ain't getting it here. That wasn't even uncle. That's not even an uncle joke. That is like great uncle. You know that everybody got that one uncle who everybody know, like all the ladies know to stay away from.
Like don't let the ladies, don't let the kids around. Oh Lord, let's not talk about that uncle. All right, last uncle joke, y'all. When you come into a restaurant and you have like something that you love on the menu or something you get all the time or a special that you like, and we go, oh, we're so sorry, we were out of that tonight. And you go, oh, we're leaving. Boy, bye,
Felicia.
bye. And look, now don't get me wrong. Sometimes they are for real, like my mama. My mama had some specials that she liked at the restaurant that me and Summer worked at together, particularly a soup. And if they were out of that soup,
potato soup.
Yes, you know it. My mom would be like, oh, okay, I'll come back another time. Bye, Myrus. Bye. But you know, you like what you like. Like, those
I can respect
people,
it because
that.
I would rather you leave when we don't have something that you like than you stay and order something and then complain the entire time, like, well, I didn't really want this, or well, you know, like, save us both some heartache and just
don't make a joke. Pretend that you're gonna leave,
and then
I'm about my business. I'm cleaning off the table. I'm wiping it down and resetting it for the next one. Like, don't call my bluff. I'm gonna get you out of here if you say you leaving. Like, don't say that. Because I wanted that A-top. I wanted that A-top over there. So go ahead, get out of here.
I think this is the first episode that I've actually made a refill.
I think it's the only episode when I've only had one. So I guess it's opposite day.
Well, there you go. You know, I'm pre-gaming for my anniversary dinner.
It's your anniversary. Hey.
We gonna get caught up if we keep on. So on that note, we actually have a couple of announcements. We have launched a website officially. It's lockdownlounge.co. On that, you can get access to all of our videos. We're going to be posting our recipes on there, recipes that we do during the show, as well as just recipes that we like in general. We're still working on that. There's a blog where we'll be updating regularly as well. So that is really exciting. We have new social media stuff, Instagram, Facebook.
We will be linking down below soon, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So just keep an eye out for that stuff. We are trying to work our way to our first 100 followers. So please tell your friends, tell your friends' friends, tell your mama's friends to like, comment, and subscribe so we can get to those first 100 subscribers, and maybe we'll have a little celebration or some kind of prize or something when we get there. Okay, guys? And like always, stay safe. We love you guys. And we'll see y'all next time. Drink responsibly. And we'll see y'all next time, okay? Peace.
This is the lockdown.
You know that feeling, Myrus, where you have friends that invite you over for a couple of drinks and you arrive and then you realize that they've already been drinking?
Yes, I feel
Welcome to Lockdown Lounge. Take two.
I feel like we're there, and I'm gonna have to get myself together like I'm drinking for the first time right now. All right, that's okay. We got it. I'm gonna edit all of this out.
No, it's gonna be in. Watch.
Edit all of this out and stop playing with us. And here we go.